Hey, welcome in to the Music City Trader, day number 7 of the 100-day binary options challenge. And we can see right here that my account is at 1284. We're at 1284. And I'll just do a little recap on day 7. We started at 1,050. We're at 1284. That means we've had a 22.29% gain in the account. 22% gain. And that is really good. And let's pop back over here. 22%. Today, I'm going to divide by 5. That's the goal, to divide by 5. I'm going to be risking 7%, which is $89. All of this, I'm getting right from my trading sheet. I just plug in my numbers and it shows me where my stop loss is, my goal is. So I'm going to risk 7% to try to make 7%. So I'm risking basically $89 to make $89. That is the game today. I'm dividing by 5. I'm also going to say that the rule for my trading session is I'm not going to double up trades and I'm not going to compound unless I'm way in the money. If I get real in the money and I'm doing really good, I maybe throw a single double compound in, but I will not double up trades. That's the rules for the day. Hey, we meet up here every day and I show you real life binary options trading, but my YouTube channel statistics show that only about 50% of you watching right now are subscribed to the channel. If you're enjoying these sessions, please take a moment, hit the subscribe button. If you do that, I promise I'll work hard to make this channel bigger and better with every single episode. That's my promise to you. Do we have a deal? Hey, before we start trading today, I need to let you know one more thing. Did you know that you can get an exclusive live Zoom link to my daily sessions so you can take trades with me, and you can even hook up to my social trades and automatically take every trade I make, even when you're not at your computer. If you're ready to make profit, stay on track, and become a successful full-time trader, join me and my friends in the Music City Trader tribe. Go to musiccitytrader.com. All right, folks, and we are into it. We are in this game, and we are doing $18 trades. And right now, we are in our first $18 trade. I'm going to be sticking with as much with the plan as I can today on day number 7. I'm going to be looking for good profit, and I have been getting much better at getting profit. So this trade I entered in the bottom of this thing. I've been being more patient. I've been being more thoughtful. And I'm going to see if this wins. I've drawn a line on this rising channel here, and that rising channel is pretty good. It's a pretty good rising channel. The white line, it has been rejected a couple times, and so I took a 1-minute trade on this. It looks like it's going to be really pay off. And I'm looking at this bigger view now. This is the 10-minute view, and I'm going to delete some of these old things that I'm doing. It's been fun. There's our first win for the day, and I'm back in on another trade. I'm doing another call on this one. Now, this one looks a little bit interesting. It's a different chart, it looks like. I'm going to be editing the podcast differently. I'm trading kind of in silence, and then I'm going back and commentating, for the most part, or I'm not talking when I'm doing my analysis, when I'm really just watching the charts. So this is a loss. I thought that was going to bounce off the white line. It did not. So that's going to be a loss right there. And so I'm in a trade here. I think it's going to go ahead and obey that white line. I'm still in the same CHF NOK. I'm going to think that it's going to obey that white line. I could have got a better position, but I still think by looking at this that it's going to go up, and so I'm taking that 1 minute. That's what I think, and my intention is in pink. If you see a pink line, that is what I think is going to happen. It's trying to break above that line, and that's really where my sights are. That green line up there. I think that this is going to go up and break that. This session, I kind of got the feel for what the charts were doing, and I was able to do pretty good. This session does end in profit. It ends in a good little profit for me, and we'll talk about that at the end. So don't be worried. I'm looking through my trades right now. I don't really get any craziness. I did a double up one time. And, you'll see what happens there. But the rest of them, I just did single trades. It looks like I didn't do any compounding in this, and I didn't do any, doubling up. So this looks dangerous right here. This looks dangerous. It looks like it's going to lose. And I'm not really sure. It does look it's going to lose, but so I was wrong on that one. And that's going to be another loss. So 1281. I started at 1284. You can see that at the bottom of the screen. I've been doing that for you guys watching on YouTube. At the bottom of the screen, I am showing you what I think. Now, I'm looking at this chart again thinking like, is this going down or is it going up? I think it's starting a rising channel. And that's still, I'm calling on this because I think it's calling. I'm probably going to make another call right here according to this bottom channel. I'm kind of looking around. I think what's going to happen is it's going to go and break above. It did before it broke, but it just shot right back down, and that caused me to lose. I do think it's going to go over time. So I'm going to look here, and I'm already in on a call. It's a 1 minute call. It's got 20 seconds left. I think it's going to bounce off and go up there. And so I do find myself in this trading session, I think as I'm watching it back, I'm making assumptions and I'm losing on these assumptions. Wow. I'm losing on that assumption as well. So I'm down right now about $20. And it looks like, again, CHF Nook, I am still fighting for this rise. I'm looking for it to go. And you see how I'm pushing? I'm not really pushing in terms of using double ups and compounds, but I'm really believing that with my pink line that this is going to go up. So that's why I'm doing that. And I think what happens was I had quite a bit of wins and losses. This session went back and forth. Now, I think that I probably shouldn't stay on the same chart for so long because I've just had, win, a loss, a win, a loss, and then a loss, win, a loss, win, a loss, and then a loss. And I believe finally I'm going to squeak a win out here. But is it really going to go in my direction? A lot of times if a chart's doing this to me, I'll get off of it. And maybe I do finally get off this chart. I took a longer trade at this time, a 2 minute trade, it looks like, because I really believe it is going up, but it's taking its time. This little consolidation point, though, is kind of dangerous because it hasn't really hit and bounced straight up, right? It kind of goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And that makes me, concerns me about this whole thing actually working out. Still 45 seconds. And I will grab a couple wins here. Like I said, this session will end in the profit, but right now I'm down by about $40. So, what is that? That's 2.5 trades, maybe. Two and a quarter trades. I'm down 2.25 trades, but see, it paid off. Now it's finally going to do it. It's making its move. It's a big move. It's a big move up. Finally, on day 7 of this 100-day challenge, it is finally a big move up in my direction, and we'll get a win. Like I said, it's kind of back and forth. Not really a big deal. I changed it down to 30 seconds because I think I'm gunning for this. I might think that this is just a quick pullback, and I might go ahead and take another call here. I'm not sure what I'm thinking, but I am. I am in on that call. CHF Nook, I'm thinking that it finally is going to go ahead and break above that. It's going to break above it, but that was a contentious line. I'm not reading these charts as great as I'd want to, but I'm not really too far off. I'm only down about 1 trade right now. So I'm not, because I haven't been doubling up in this session, and because I haven't been, here I go, as I was getting ready to say that. Watch this. I'm going to double this up because I think it's going to go ahead and go back up. But doubling up is dangerous, and this is the only double up I do on day 7. It's a double up that goes in the wrong direction. Didn't quite get it. It's wanting to break below that rising channel. The rising channel's there, but it's not really obeying it. It's kind of consolidating. And so now I have, on one assumption, 2 losses. And that hurts. But I'm only down $40 now, 2 trades. I'm in on another trade. So if this one wins, I'm sort of hovering around. I'm hovering. And this one right here is a 2 minute, 46 second trade. So 2 minutes, 45 seconds. So we're going to let this roll here. We're going to see what happens, see how this goes. It's 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and I think it's going to get hairy, but let's just keep watching and see what happens to this trade. Hey, if you're watching me trade right now and you're just wondering, how am I doing this? What exactly am I doing? All the way from my trading strategies to my math strategies, I have good news for you. I have books. They are on Amazon and on my website at musiccitytrader.com. All you have to do is check out the new trading strategy for winning positions book. And you can also check out the Full-Time Trader, a 365-day binary options journey to $1,000 per day. Plus, when you join the Music City Trader tribe, you'll get access to all of my trading sheets, and you can even get those right at musiccitytrader.com. So everything's explained throughout my books, throughout the trading sheets, and it will really help you a lot. So hey, take a minute, go to musiccitytrader.com. Let's keep trading. All right, and so you can see as this trade, we are back in checking it out. Look how big this win is. We're looking at 30-second candles, and it's really going my direction. I think this is a pretty big turnaround. So that bottom trade just took it was like a 3-minute trade, and as it kind of progressed, it got better. It started going down, and I thought, okay, that's a pullback, and what I think is going to happen is it's going to go up. It's going to go up. So I took another call. I took like a 45-second call, but then this got super dangerous. It starts going back down. That was a long trade, such a long trade, and it just won by a hair. That was a so close trade, and it was in the money for so long. It was just a long trade. Now we can see maybe this will go back up. Maybe it'll win. Maybe it'll have a win, but I think it just had a little extra pullback that I wasn't expecting. I thought it was going all the way to the top. If you can see my little orange line, I'm thinking it's going to the top. But now it's struggling right at my trade. So let's see. We got 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds left. I think this is going to lose. I'm not quite sure. And it's gone. It's a loss. So that was a perfect trade. I'm in on another one here. This is a different chart. CAD CHF. I switched charts probably because that's just not sure what's going to happen. I took a little bit of a shorter trade there at the top because it's a big level. And so I took a little bit shorter of a trade up at the top there. And then I took a 2-minute trade here. And so this first one looks like it's still almost going to just be it's going to be a win because it's a call. There it is. That's going to be a win. 2 seconds. Oh no, that lost. Yeah. It was a call. I thought it was going to win, and it just barely lost. So, that's 12:06 is what we're at. So we're actually at this point, we are down. If we do the math with this trade that I'm in on, that's a minute long, we are down by about $80. I'm telling you, it takes a little bit of time to get back in the money. Now, $80 is about 4 positions, okay? It's 4 positions. Now, you see that big, giant, it's vying for that big thing up there, and that's what I thought it was doing. That's why I'm calling this, because I think it's heading up. My intention is thinking this is actually going to go up. Look at this 5-minute trade I'm going to put on here. I'm going to have to fast forward just a little bit. Once I place this, I'm thinking this is going to go down once it hits the top. So I'm waiting for it to hit that top line. And my thought process is once it hits that top line, this is going to be very interesting if you stick it in with me because I start winning right here, and I'll show you how I'm doing it. I think when it hits that top line up there, it's going to just tank. And so I'm going to pull off a bunch of wins on the down of this. And this is kind of a perfect storm for me. It's really what I want. I want to find something that's happening. I want to feel that it is confirmed. I want to grab some wins on the way down. And this is really good. I looked at the 10-minute chart to find this, and the 10-minute time frame shows me that, this line that it's going up to is a really strong line. So this is going to be a win on the bottom because I think it's going up to that line. And really, this was a crazy trade because I think it's going up to that line. And I took a 30-second call because I think anytime, because of pressure, it's going to jump up. And I remember this one because this was a great win. It was a narrow little window. I think it's going up. It had a breakthrough, as you can see my mouse there on the RSI in the 1 minute. And that's when I can always get a really good trade. So I took a 30-second call on the RSI breakthrough on the 1 minute, and it won. And that paid off. Now I'm taking a 5-minute put from here. Now, obviously, it hits that line, just shams right through it. That's not great because, I thought it was going to hit that line and bounce. But, my line is there. It's in the ballpark. And I think what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes is this chart is going to fall. It's going to fall down. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. But we're going to watch it play out. Okay, and you can see that it's been about 2 minutes now, went way up there, and it turned around. So I'm still really good in the money at this. Now it's at the line again. It's kind of at the line where you would think it's going to go back down, and that's what I'm banking on. So I took a 3-minute put from that line again. Now I could have taken it from that high position, but and I could have, but then again, it could have just pulled away because it had that red candle pullback. I thought, okay, this is going. Now this can go either way, but I will tell you that I think it's going to go in my direction. I think it's going down, and I don't know what I'm thinking. Am I going to double up again? I mean, it's risky because I've got 2 trades on this one idea, 2 trades that I think this is going down. I think it's going down. I think it's really going down, but I'm worried now. I've got 2.5 minutes on these trades. I need it to turn around. So kind of looking at those trades thinking, should I put another entry in or not? And if it jumps up to that other green line, I bet I will do another entry. But looking at my notes here, I can't remember if I entered again. If it starts getting in the money, then I start getting more conservative. Like I don't need to put more trades down if it's in the money, because it could always, go back out of the money. But if it jumps way up there, and I think I could save those trades, they're long enough for me to feel good about a double up. And I mean, look at me, I'm crazy. Put my hand over the double up button right here. I'm just not sure why I would double that up, because it's going in the money, and I didn't. I think I was waiting for it to jump up, because I could always save it if it jumps. But look at this in the 10-minute. It really is a strong turnaround in the 5-minute as well. It's been reaching up there, though. It's wanted to reach up, but it's also pulling back. It's doing both things, but it's at a line of support and resistance that's really strong. Basically, a line of resistance, and it starts to go down. And I'm going to get my profit in this session for sure. So what happens over the next 5 minutes in this session is I start really understanding what this chart is doing, and I take my wins. It really is good when you can start to feel like it's doing what you think it's going to do, and it's moving in a sort of in a manner that is sort of consistently going like in a direction. So this is basically going to keep going, and it looks like I'm probably feeling really good right now. I'm probably feeling like, man, this is amazing, because I'm getting in the money, and really in the money. Now, why would I take that bottom trade? It's like it started going down, and I thought, okay, this is tanking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it is tanking, and I'm going to go ahead and get another win. So I've got 3 now on this position. And we're just going to sit here and just see what happens. It's that bottom one that was a quick trade, and it might lose. 15 seconds on that bottom one. Actually, the bottom one's actually got a little bit longer. This one's just, it's like if it will hold 5 seconds, and this is going to look so good, because look at this. It's going to win. The top one's going to win. And then I got 15 seconds. If I get that one more push down, then it's going to win. It's right on my line. It's 10 seconds. I go to the 1-minute chart just to snap a look at this. It does look like it's going to win as well. And this will put me right there into the profit I'm at 1307. So now I'm actually up. That little rundown where I really found that large turnaround, and I went ahead and did my trades, put me in the money at 1307. So now what's going to happen is I think I'm getting the feel of the charts today, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. So I've got look at that. That is going to be a huge loss. I mean, it hit that line, and I thought, well, it's going down, so it might as well. I was probably a little bit over, like, ooh, it's going down. Let's see if it's going to keep going. And I should have just given it a little time to breathe. I won 3 trades off that line down, and I probably should have just let it be. But instead, I took that put thinking it was going, and it's just looking really, really bad. It just looks like it's going to lose. It's only got 10 seconds, and it's way out of the money. So what I think is going to happen now in this chart is I think what's going to happen is it's going to return down to this really strong green line. And if it does that, I can take some more wins, because I think it's going to go down to that line and then go back up. You can see that I think it's going back down to that line. And so I'm going to go ahead and get in on that. That's a put, and it's a 2-minute put. And I believe that it's actually going to go all the way down to that line. And then it's going to bounce back up. What I think it's going to do but I do think it's going to head back down to that line before it does anything. All right, so you can see that is paying off. It pays off huge because it goes down and it touches that bottom. Now watch what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to take a call on a 4-minute from that big line. Now that's because in my mind, I've already decided what I think it's going to do is it's going to go down. It's going to hit that line, and then it's going to shoot back up to its upper green level. That one that's up there, that very top green line right there. That's what I think is going to happen. So my bottom trade has 30 seconds to go. It's a put, and it's pushing down, and I really think what's going to happen is it's going to bounce off this line. This line is a strong line of support and resistance at the bottom. That's why I've kind of made it thick. It's a thick green line. And what I think is going to happen is that bottom, that put that I have there, I hope is going to win. But look how dangerous that looks. Look at how dangerous that looks. It looks like it's getting dangerous. It's only got 10 seconds. All it's got to do is hold. Again, it's got a lot of down pressure. It wants to go down. And it looks like that 18 at the top is finally a win. So that is what I thought it was going to do, is return to that line. And it did return to that line. And, it's going to go back up, I think, from here. And I hope it does. And I hope this can be another win, put me in the profit. Now I'm kind of in the profit now. I have only a $3 profit for this session at this point, $3. So the good thing about this session on day number 7 is that I didn't get out of whack. I didn't start, blow my stop loss and start breaking the rules and doing all that stuff. I didn't do that. I was very careful. And I took single trades. When I say careful, I mean I'm taking single positions as I go. I'm not going crazy by just doubling up and tripling and compounding and then doubling the compound. That is how I've lost a lot of trades and how I've gotten in a lot of trouble. But we're heading towards the profit now. My thought was right. See that little yellow marker? That's where it touched that line, hasn't returned to that line, and now it's heading up. I think it's going to head up from here, and I think it's going to be a big fat win. That's exactly what I think is going to happen right here. It's going to be a big fat win. Let's watch it play out. And I was right, and it's just going up. It's still going up. A little pullback, got a little close to my line, and I'm in the profit. I really believe that bottom one's going to win. It's really close to winning on that already. So I took another trade for 2 minutes on the call. So I know that bottom line was really strong, hit that bottom line, went up, bounced back down, hit that white line. That white line is another sort of indicator for me to go, okay, it's the white line. It's above the white line, and I've got only 30 seconds left on my very bottom trade. That's really a great win. And then another minute for it to just continue to bounce straight up. If I do this, I'm going to be in the profit. And this is how I get in the profit in this session, because right now we're at 1269, which is down, but I've got 2 open trades. So if these both win, I'll be at 1338, and I'm going to tell you that the bottom one is winning right now. We got 10 seconds. Definitely going to win the bottom one, and then we're just going to wait this last trade out and make sure it wins. That's exactly what we're going to do. 4, 3, 2, 1. The bottom trade wins, and then we just see it's got up pressure, and it's going to continue with this up pressure. That's what it's going to do, and I think I'm going to win this one too. All right, steady up pressure, and that is a huge win. Look how huge that is. It's continuing off that white line up, and that is our final win for the day. Puts us at 1338. Now, this is a profit of $54. And so that's, if I'm going to look at my chart, I'll tell you exactly what that is. It's $54 profit, and we'll look and see what the actual percentages are right here. I type in my 1338 now, started at 1284. It shows me a 4.21% profit. That is phenomenal. I'm up about 3 positions, up $54, and that's how it goes. Hey, no matter where you are right now in your journey, you can become a profitable binary options trader. All it takes is a simple trading strategy to win trades and the ability to stick with your plan. But it's easier said than done, especially if you're trying to do this alone. But now you don't have to do this alone. Right now, you can go to musiccitytrader.com and join me in a tribe of dedicated traders. We're on a journey together, and there's room for you today. You'll get all access to the exclusive Trading Tribe app,
where you can post your progress, share your wins and losses, learn what's working from other traders, and you'll get exclusive trading sheets, strategy guides, trading journal downloads, and more. You can even participate in my special live trading sessions and even copy my trades right inside Pocket Option using the social trade feature. Go to MusicCityTrader.com and join the Trader Tribe today. Success is within reach, and you're not alone. Click and join today at MusicCityTrader.com.